Hi there. In the video today, we are going to be looking at fear and also anger at being controlled. I'll be back in a moment. Hi there. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Pam Wright. I'm a stress specialist and a happiness facilitator. I help people to stress less, smile more, and to get their happy back. I create weekly videos to assist people to release their unresolved emotions, their traumas, their physical conditions, whatever it is they're struggling with, anything that's blocking their satisfaction of life, so that they can open up to the possibility of radiant health, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally. If you're new to the channel and you like the comment, please give it a like, make a comment, ask a question. You may even want to subscribe. All of these things help others that are looking for the assistance to find the videos. The videos are designed for you to get in touch with what's going on the inside. What is it that could be contributing to the problem, and we look at what it is and we clear it. I highly recommend that you put 20 minutes aside minimum, and you get yourself a pen and paper and you write down all the ways that you know that this issue bothers you. If you've come across a specific video, you've come across it for a reason. So take the time to get in touch with all the ways you know that it bothers you, and then you tap along and we clear it. There is no sense watching these videos and not tapping along. Because as you're watching it, your body will be internally reacting or responding. So take care of your own well-being and make sure that you tap along while you're watching the videos. And if you get to the end of the video or the part where we start to put in some positives around the issue and you're still quite high, just watch the video again. You may want to watch it a couple of times. That's all perfect. Take care of your own well-being. That's specifically what the videos are designed for. Now, if you're feeling too overwhelmed or stuck and you're not sure what to say or you're not sure where to start, reach out to a practitioner. Sometimes when we're going to that vulnerable space, we need the support and the guidance of an expert. I work with people all over the world. So if that's what you're needing, reach out for that as well. Let's get started. Many of us very early in life learnt that we had to change, that we had to edit our behavior so that we didn't get into trouble, we didn't get punished, rejected. And we learnt this from our parents, teachers, coaches. And all of this created an unsafe feeling inside of us. It triggered the primitive brain. If we don't belong, if we don't fit in, then it's death. We're totally reliant on those around us. So for many people, being out of control triggers the fight, flight, and freeze response. And this can be due to that early programming and conditioning. This is something that's very close to my heart. We learn to edit our behavior, silence our voice to appease them, to gain their approval. Now, before we go any further, I just want to say, if you are in a vulnerable situation, please take care of your own well-being and get support around you. We become adults and we're still behaving in that way. We find ourselves editing our behavior, silencing our voice. So in this video, we're going to clear out the fears, the angers, and anything else that comes up around being controlled. Are you ready? Okay. So I'm imagining, if you're not ready yet, just pause the video and get ready and then turn it back on. So if you're at this point, you're all ready. You know all the emotions, all the feelings, all the thoughts you have, anything you say to yourself about being controlled. Got it? Okay. Releasing and letting go. All the sadness, all the fear, all the emotional trauma. Releasing and letting go. All the angers, all the resentments, all the guilt, all the rejection. Releasing and letting go. All the judgments, all the abandonments, all the betrayals. Releasing and letting go. That lack of control, that powerless feeling. Releasing and letting go. I am safe as I let this go. Excellent. Grab the wrist. Taking a big deep breath in. And peace. Now, if you take longer to get to a peaceful state or a different, just pause the video. Take the time. Find that altered state I've mentioned on many videos. You can use music. You can use laughter. You can get up and do jumping jacks. But you just change your state. Then we stop again. We check back inside. We notice all the physical sensations, all the images, all the sounds. When you think about being controlled, you're out of control, the unknown. Notice what it is. Releasing and letting go. All the images, the disapproval, the rejection. Releasing and letting go. All the physical sensations, the anxious, the nervous, having to appease. I have to change. Releasing and letting go. All the ways I feel unsafe. Releasing and letting go. The feeling, the images, the sounds. I'm safe as I let this go. Even though I don't feel safe, I'm choosing to let it go. Grab the wrist. And peace. Find that peace. You may even want to take 2 breaths. Because when we're told to take a breath, it's not quite the same as just gently. And peace. Excellent. Now we get in touch. We go back to the issue. We go back to how we know it bothers us. All the control. The unknown. Notice what it is. Got it? Releasing and letting go. All the unknown. The out of control. The loss of control. Being controlled. Manipulated. Releasing and letting go. The frustration, the anger, releasing and letting go. All the ways this upsets me, all the ways it bothers me. Releasing and letting go. The terrified, the fear, the anxious, the rage. Whatever it is, you know what it is. Just say it out. I'm letting it go. It is safe to let this go. Grab the wrist. And peace. Find that peace. Perfect. Okay. Checking back in again. You don't want to be controlled. You don't want to feel like you have no choice. Notice everything that bothers you. Releasing and letting go. I feel like I don't have a choice. All the control, releasing and letting go. The mandate, the manipulated, releasing and letting go. All the anger, the fear, the terrified, the out of control, the unknown, Something bad's going to happen. Releasing and letting go. The anticipation. All the ways this frustrates me. It angers me. Releasing and letting go. Even though I'm scared to let it go, I'm choosing to let it go. That's right. That's the best way to do it. Exactly how you're doing it. Grab the wrist. I'm just going to scratch my ear. I've got an itchy ear. You don't have to scratch your ear. It's not going to help. Well, there's meridians all over the body, so you can tap anywhere and it can help. Peace. Okay, I want you to go back inside. So, sorry, once you find the peace, if you haven't found the peace, pause it. Once you've found the peace, then we go back in. We check. You check the situation. You think about the situation, whatever it is for you. And then you notice inside all the ways it triggers you, all the ways it bothers you, your body's response to it. And then we tap. And while we're tapping, we're focusing on the fingers. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. You're focusing on my voice. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this upsets me. All the ways this bothers me. Whatever this means. I'm safe to let it go. I am safe as I let this go. Then you grab the wrist. And excellent. Good job. Notice how it's changing, but notice what's left. Notice all the ways it still bothers you. It could be the feeling you have to comply, you must do it, you got to conform, you got to adapt. You've got to edit your behavior, you've got to silence your voice. Releasing and letting go. All the ways I have to edit my behavior. I have to change. Releasing and letting go. All the anger, all the fear, the frustration. Releasing and letting go. I have to comply. I have to appease them. I have to gain their approval. Releasing and letting go. And what you can notice when you're tapping, do you feel the tapping from your body, or do you feel, well, it's all your body, do you feel it from your collarbone, or do you feel it from your fingers? Notice, okay, I can feel it from my fingers there. Okay, now I can feel it from my collarbone. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this bothers me. I'm choosing to let it go. Grab the wrist. And peace. Find that peace. And if you're really stirred up, if you're really frightened, if you're really angry, just pause the video until you find that different state. Excellent. Then you go back again. Now you can hear the words. If you're being controlled, it can be the words that you listen to. The loss of freedom. So little you can do. Got it? Releasing and letting go. All the loss of freedom. There's so little I can do. Releasing and letting go. The controlled. Releasing and letting go. All the ways I have to edit my behavior. I have to silence my voice to gain approval. Releasing and letting go. It's happening to me. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this upsets me. I've been controlled before and I don't want to go back there. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this upsets me, I'm choosing to let it go. Good job. Grab the wrist. And peace. Side out. Excellent. So you check back again. Notice what's left. Got a list here. Let me just look at the list. I'm going to go through the list. Terrified of being controlled. Don't want to be controlled. Fear of being controlled. No choice. I have to. I must. Feeling unsafe. I will not be okay. It's out of my control. I can't control it. The loss of control. How long is this going to go on? I have to go along with it. I won't be okay. Something bad's going to happen. I need to be in control. All the unknown. The lack of control. The mind control. The mandate. The comply. I must do it. I have to conform. Authoritarian. Manipulated. Peer pressure. Where is this all going? There is so little I can do. I have to compromise. Others are in charge of everything. I have to go along with. There's so little I can do. The loss of freedom. It's happening to me. I've had it before. I've been controlled before. I don't want to do it again. Notice how that feels. Notice anything that resonated out of that and how it made you feel. What it triggered inside of you. Your physical reaction to some of them words, some of them statements. Releasing and letting go. All the fear. All the anxiety, the anger, the resentment, releasing and letting go. All the judgments, the abandonment, the betrayals. I have to edit my behavior, silence my voice. I've got to belong. I've got to fit in. My life depends on it. Releasing and letting go. All the ways my body reacts to this. I'm letting it go. That's right. That's the perfect way to do it. Sitting where you're sitting, listening to the sound of my voice, and you notice the changes. Grab the wrist. And peace. Perfect. If you're still got quite a, so quite often people rate it 0 to 10, but you just notice what it was when you started, what it is now. If you're not at 0, listen to it through a couple of times. Because what happens is when we're emotionally intelligent, we can find our voice. We can speak it more clearly. We can say what needs to be said. We don't have to keep editing the behavior. We can act the way we want to act, but we're not responding. Sorry, that was wrong. We're not reacting. We're actually responding to the situation, which is far more intelligent when we're responding rather than the reacting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start the havening. So we're down to, we don't start the havening until we're quite low. We can think about the situation that we're in and we are not reacting no more. It feels a lot calmer, a lot more peaceful. And then I want you to notice how you could be responding to the situation, whatever it is. Because quite often when we end up in a situation, it's our behavior, what we're doing or what we're not doing that's contributing to the behavior. Now remember, I said if you're in a very vulnerable situation, please get support around you. It's very important. But then we can look at what is it that we could be doing if we felt that we had some control. We have total control over our reaction, over our response. That's what you have control over. That internal resource within you. And the truth is, we are never going to know. We are never going to know what happened. There is one thing that we have learnt in this world. It's constantly changing. Everything is constantly changing. So we need to become more comfortable in the unknown. Knowing that whatever happens, that we'll cope, that we've got this. Imagine if you could truly believe that no matter what happens in life, that you've got this, that you'll be okay, that everything is as it is meant to be. Now that doesn't mean that we can't still do something different or say something. Stand up for our beliefs. Stand up for what it is that you're passionate about, that you believe in, your opinion. But you do it from a place of emotional intelligence. Knowing that you are safe. You keep yourself safe. It's okay to share your opinion. It's okay to have a voice. To do something. Something different. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be you. Growing up, I cannot remember the amount of times, especially in school, that I got, and it would have been at home as well, that I got told if she didn't talk so much, if she didn't disrupt the whole class with her talking, it's one of my greatest gifts. But it took a long time for me to understand that. A long time for me to realise that. That sometimes the way that we have edited ourselves, whether it be our voice, whether it be our behaviour, our energy levels, that is your gift. You were designed exactly as you were meant to be. And when you can fully embrace who you are as a person and behave authentic or true to yourself, that is a gift not only to you, but to the world. Because as people see you being authentic and real and true to yourself, it gives them permission to do the same thing. Free to be. I just want the whole world to be free to be who they are. Now that doesn't mean that I have to like everyone. But what if I could just accept that that's who they are? With all their conditioning, with all their programming, that's who they are. Just like with all my conditioning, with all my programming and reprogramming, this is who I am. It is safe to be, free to be who you're truly meant to be. Excellent. And you could imagine saying what it is that you need to say, doing what it is you need to do. I know that you're going to take care of yourself. Keep yourself safe. And you can just start to imagine your world, finding your voice, being able to do whatever it is that you need to do. As you're havening, you just play it out in your mind, imagining what that would feel like, what would that look like, what would that sound like. Excellent. Knowing that the only thing you truly have control over is what happens to you internally. Because if something triggers us, it is the tapping, it is the havening that deletes the trigger. It helps us to go from reacting to responding. Perfect. All right, we are done for today. I enjoyed that. So if you liked the video, if you want to make a comment, please give it a like. Make a comment. If you got any questions, ask the questions. And you may even want to subscribe to the channel. All of that helps other people that are looking for the assistance to find the videos. Keep tapping.